Hi everyone, it's me and my crew again, reading with Joan. And this afternoon I have who is currently boning for me, and I have who is currently smiling for me. So we have two parties, one boning party and one smiling party. So which party do you belong, kids, this hot afternoon? I hope you guys are on the smiley bowl party. What side are you? Are you going to change this side? You don't know. She's on the boarding party. Anyway, so we'll continue this reading this afternoon as we invite Ayo to continue her book. Ayo, remember to tell us the title of a book and remind us where you ended the last time so you can continue from there. I'll just bring you on. Okay, Ayo.
Hello, I'm Aya, and I'm going to be continuing Cold Case Christianity for Kids. Last time I read the introduction, and now I'm going to be reading Chapter 1. Don't be a know-it-all. Start every investigation like a detective. The next week takes forever to go by. Tuesday afternoon finally arrives. He entered the police briefing room with Daniel and Hannah. Daniel is carrying a backpack and telling Hannah about something he found. After class, he saw an old shed at the school. The door had always been locked, but today it had been open. Daniel saw a few rusty tools and things the custodian might have used, but there was something else, a skateboard. The custodian might have used this. The custodian arrived and told Daniel he could take the skateboard if he wanted. So Daniel put it in his backpack and carried it to the police station. The skateboard looked a little old, but still, why would anyone leave a skateboard in a tool shed? It's a mystery, exclaims Hannah. Nah, probably not, says Daniel. I bet it belongs to our friend Zoe. She's the only one around who likes skateboards. Detective Jeffries is standing with his arms crossed, waiting for everyone to take their seats. He looks right at Daniel. Hold that thought, he says. Sounds like a cold case. You speak up. Yeah, but Daniel already solved it. Maybe, says Jeffries with his signature smirk forming on his face. But lesson 1 is, don't be a know-it-all. You, Daniel, Hannah, and the others look at one another and wondering, who's a know-it-all? Do you know what it means to jump into a conclusion? Asks the detective. When you assume something before it's true, you suggest. Exactly, replies Jeffries. If we're going to solve mysteries, we have to look at the facts and not assume we know the answer before we gather all the evidence. Can you imagine what would happen if I arrested someone without first investigating everything? You might arrest the wrong guy, Daniel reports. There you go again. Don't be a know-it-all. Who says a suspect has to be a guy? Notes Jeffries with a growl. His expression turns into what could pass for a smile. Oops. The whole class laughs. Then Jeffries clears his throat and says, or take that skateboard. You and your friends look up, surprised. Who owns the skateboard? Asks Jeffries. Zoe, Hannah says. Daniel said so. Jeffries doesn't answer. He just looks at her. Hannah gets the hint and admits, but I guess we don't know that for sure. Bingo. You are a quick learner, Jeffries rewards to her. To be a good cold case detective, you can't start with your mind already made up. Here's another example, inquires Jeffries. Jason, the boy from the other school, has something to say. Wow, my next door neighbors invited our family to their church. But I didn't really want to go. They say it's about Jesus and they think he did miracles and even came back from the dead, like in a fairy tale or something. I just don't believe it. So, what did you say my neighbors are being know-it-alls by assuming all that stuff about Jesus is true? That's really interesting, replies Jeffries. Jason looks pleased with himself. But, the detective adds, he might have it backwards. Jason's expression changes, and he looks down to the floor of the room. Jeffries walks towards him and adds, how do you know they're assuming it's true? What if they decided it's true because of the facts? And Jeffries points out, aren't you being a know-it-all by assuming all that stuff about Jesus isn't true? Jason thinks for a moment and says, I never thought of it that way, but how did they know this Jesus stuff is true? I mean, he could just be made up, right? Like a fairy tale. I've heard a lot of people say it's a legend somebody made up. But that doesn't mean those people are right, does it? We need more information before we make any judgments on this subject. Wouldn't you agree? We don't want to start with our minds made up, adds Jeffries. I guess not, Jason mumbles, looking down at his shiny uniform shoes. You asked a great question. I'm glad you brought it up, says Jeffries, trying to encourage Jason. As a matter of fact, it's a lot like a cold case. It's a mystery we can investigate, just like the case of Jesus or the case of the mischievous skateboard. Why do some people think the Jesus stories aren't true? Like I said, Detective Jeffries, Jason responds, he does miracles and that's impossible. All right, so you think miracles are impossible? Are you sure about that? Asks Jeffries. I never see any, Jason says. Jeffries walks back towards the whiteboard and it explains. When people talk about miracles, they're usually describing events that conflict with what we expect according to what's called natural laws. Some people, for example, think everything in the universe can be explained naturally using only the laws of physics and chemistry. But these same people can't seem to explain the universe itself. Did you know that scientists now believe our universe began from nothing? Daniel looks confused. What do you mean, nothing? The detective continues. I mean, every natural thing, all space, time, and matter came from nothing. Okay. That means whatever our natural universe was something other than natural.
Are you?
What do you mean other than? Yes.
Well done.
I'm almost finished.
How many pages to your end of the chapter?
I'm just going to finish till the end of this page because the chapter still has a couple of pages.
Okay. All right. You can finish. Thank you.
What do you mean, other than natural? Detective Jeffries picks up the skateboard. Can this skateboard create itself, he asks. If skateboards could create themselves, we don't own one, says Jason. Everyone laughs. Wouldn't that be great, asks Jeffries. But we know skateboards can't create themselves. And space, time, and matter can't create themselves either. So whatever created the universe must be something other than space-time or matter. That's what I meant when I said it must be something other than natural. In other words, it must be something supernatural. Jeffrey stares at Jason. So let's think about this. If something or someone was powerful enough to create everything we see in the universe for nothing, wouldn't you consider that miraculous? I guess so, answers Jason.
Okay.
I'm going to stop today.
Oh, thank you, Ayo. We apologize for the technical difficulty. Most of our reading was kind of muttering. We'll try and get the recording and upload it so that our viewers can watch it again. But thank you, lovely reading. Do you have any question from what you read for the girls?
I've got 2 questions.
Okay. If they are able to, because we could hardly, it was not really audible. But if they can answer it, that would be brilliant. Okay, so can you go on with the questions?
Okay, so who did Daniel think the skateboard belonged to?
Zoe? Zoe?
Yeah.
Okay, good. They got it. All right. Here comes the smile. She's moved away from the body side. Okay. Yeah, what's the second question?
So what other case did Jason come up with?
What's it?
Because that was the case of Jesus.
Is that the case of Jesus? Yeah, it's right. It's a case of Jesus. Okay, thank you. So they had that's good. I don't know if the viewers heard it, but I struggled personally to pick up the off bit and the down bit. So Ayo, thank you so much, and I hope we'll be able to sort out the recording, and you can send it to us so we can upload it later, so the viewers can hear it straight, and So well done, Ayo. Thank you. So Cindy, it's your. Oh no, Jamie wants to play. Okay, Jamie.
And the French one.
Jamie wants to play. What is she playing? Do you want me to hold that? I'm fine. Okay. Jamie wants to play
The new round.
the new round. Oh no, you need to. Everybody needs to see. Okay, so let's put. Oh no, let's put Jamie here. Okay, let's put Jamie. Can everybody see you? Can you see Jamie? Okay. No, Jamie, your violin is missing.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Well done, Jamie. That was fantastic. Thank you. Cheers for you from all the kids. So it's time for Cindy to read for us.
Talk about a French one.
No French one today. Time is gone. So
Next time.
so next time she'll do French
Play
one.
both of them.
Okay, you can't play both of them at once. Okay.
I am reading the book called Lulu and the Rabbit Next Door, and I'm going to be starting off from the place where author gave Lulu and Melly the fudge. Lulu and Melly behaved very badly about the box of fudge. They kicked it around like football. Now we definitely have to kidnap Arthur, said Melly, kicking the box of fudge against the shed. Now we definitely have to rabbit nap George, said Lulu, and she kicked the box against the fence so hard that it burst open. A piece of fudge shot out and just missed Thumper's nose. He jumped in surprise, and Lulu and Melly stopped being angry and became sorry instead. Poor Thumper, said Lulu, sitting beside him and rubbing his favourite place to be rubbed, which was just behind his ear. Help me think what to do, Melly. Kidnapping won't work. Rabbit napping won't work. Being cross doesn't work. What will? Melly sat down on the other side of Thumper and ate a piece of squashed fudge while she thought. She said, I wonder what Thumper would say. Lulu found herself a square of fudge. She wiped the mud off and ate it slowly. She said, Thumper will miss George. If they had phones they could talk to each other, said Melly. Or text, said Lulu. Or email if they had computers, said Melly, reaching over Thumper for the fudge that had just missed his nose. They could write, said Lulu. What? They could write, repeated Lulu. Are you sitting on any more fudge, Thumper? Yes, good. Thumper and George could write? Thumper could anyway, said Lulu. He could write to George. He could send messages over the fence. Could he? Why not? What would he say? He would say, Dear George. Chapter 3, Dear George. It took some time for the girls to arrange everything. First they had to make plans. Then there was the fence. It was too high to climb quickly. They had to find flower pots and boxes to make steps. And of course they had to go to school as well. But at last, this is what their letters sounded like. Dear George, I hope you are well. I have had a very busy day. Lulu emptied my hutch and threw everything away. She even threw away my lovely bed. She gave me new hay to make a bed. She did not help at all. She stuffed all the new hay in a paper bag, and I had to unpack it and make another bed all by myself. It took ages and ages and ages. Your very tired friend, Thumper. P.S. I am sending you a bag of hay so you can see for yourself what hard work it was. This message appeared on top of George's hutch early one morning, balanced on top of a large bag of hay. Arthur stared at it, then at George, then up at Lulu's house to see if anyone was watching. Then he read the message again. George scrabbled impatiently at the wire of his hutch. Arthur did not believe a rabbit would know what to do with a bag of hay. He thought it was a trick. He checked again to see if anyone was watching, staring suspiciously up at Lulu's window. He listened for the sound of someone in the next door garden. No one, he said aloud. George looked at him. His look asked, How much longer? Very quickly, as if he was doing something wrong, Arthur opened George's door and pushed the bag of hay inside. After that, Arthur hurried back indoors, but before he set off for school that morning, he checked on George. George had his head in the bag. He was very busy. He looked like he knew exactly what to do with the bag of hay. That morning, Arthur caught up with Lulu and Melly as they all went to class together. He said, I know it's you. I'm not stupid. Lulu and Melly looked at each other. Melly rolled her eyes. Lulu shrugged. Their look said, What's the matter with this boy? Arthur went very red and said crossly, Rabbits can't write. Parrots can talk, said Lulu helpfully. Whales can sing, said Melly. Squirrels can fly, said Lulu. Some of them anyway. Tigers can swim. Fish can do loads of things, said Lulu. Jump and make nests, like gorillas. Gorillas, shouted Arthur. Giraffes, said Melly, can't cough. It said so on Blue Peter. What about when they have sore throats? I hope they don't, said Lulu. Nan says cats can walk through walls, said Melly. Beavers can definitely chew through trees. said Lulu. You are mad, growled Arthur. Who? asked Lulu. Me or Melly? Melly is a bit mad. She's saving up for a hot air balloon. Where's she gonna put it? She's only got a little bedroom. I told you and told you and told you, said Melly. I'll tie it to the roof. There's plenty of a bit mad. Of swings under, swinging very, very dangerous. Only for a moment, said Lulu. When you land, said Melly. You're snapped Arthur. And you think you're so clever and everything you say is made up. Nothing I said was made up, said Lulu. Nothing I said was made up either, said Melly. Especially about the hot air balloon. Lulu, Melly, and Arthur, called Miss Holiday, the not very patient teacher of Class 3. I'm about to take the register, so kindly stop yattering. Whatever is all the argy-bargy about anyway? Long before Miss Holiday had lived in Scotland, she had learned many strange and interesting words. Class 3 had learned them too. Argy-bargy was one of them. It is an argy-bargy about rabbits, Melly told Miss Holiday. Oh, rabbits, said Miss Holiday. Then she looked carefully at Lulu and said, Lulu, I trust you have no livestock hidden on the premises today. Lulu understood that this was Miss Holiday's way of asking if she had any dogs in the playground, or hamsters in her pocket, or ducklings under her jumper, all things that happened at school in the past. She shook her head. No, Miss Holiday, she said, not today. Miss Holiday looked at Melly. Melly's eyes were wide with innocence. No rabbits or anything, she said. Arthur, said Miss Holiday with her eyebrows raised high. What? Asked Arthur, now in a complete temper. Me? Why'd I want to bring a boring rabbit to school? No, thank you. Or a boring giraffe, or a boring parrot, or a boring... Arthur suddenly stopped and glared around at the listening class. Yes? asked Miss Holiday. Gorilla, said Arthur very sulkily indeed, and the whole class collapsed with laughter. Well, said Miss Holiday, who was always kind to people who were new. No gorillas. Excellent. Very good news. Now then, everyone. Times tables cheered Arthur up because he was very good at math, and they cured Lulu and Melly's giggles entirely because they weren't.
Thank you. Wonderful, beautiful reading, Cindy. So any questions for these girls?
What did Arthur give Lulu and Melly as a present for taking care of George?
Wasn't it fudge?
Is it fudge? No, that's great. Any other question for this one?
What did Arthur say to make the class explode with laughter?
What did he say?
Oh. He would have been in a boring gorilla.
Yes.
You see, you have to listen. You were squealing up and down today. I was trying to tell you to listen. Next week you take the 2 questions, okay? All right, thank you so much, kids at home. Thank you for joining us. Today we had 2 excellent readers read for us, Ayo and Cindy. And I hope you join us tomorrow as we continue reading with Joan. Tomorrow, Jamie and Jed will be back to read their science exam and Joan, go ahead. That's such a long title. Just call it Tatin Cat. So we'll see you tomorrow. All kids at home, we'll see you tomorrow as you join us. I love your beautiful faces. You guys are wonderful companions every afternoon. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye on Reading with Joan.
Bye.
Bye.